bring you now, it's the reigning Capcom Cup champion.
Yep.
MenaRD, after a real difficult time against Problem X.
Yeah, I'm sure you're sad by the results, but Problem got the job done.
He did. And the last chance qualifier, ZJZ, who was beaten quite soundly by Phenom as well. They're going up against each other in loser's bracket. Now, I don't know a great deal about this matchup. Birdie against Menat, I'll assume he's going to use Birdie.
Yeah, that's what I would assume as well. The interesting thing, too, is that you mentioned those first-round matches. I think for ZJZ, like, he got that LCQ win, obviously played incredibly well, but he ran into an opponent who I think had a good player matchup against him, and character matchup, too. That was the thing. He ran into Nakali, which I think is a good fight against Menat a lot of the time. Can really kind of play that ground game better than most characters with the Seismo and stuff.
And, of course, the ever-present risk of that jump. Hard punch as well. And ZJZ couldn't wake up Critical Art his way out of that matchup, unfortunately.
No. Yeah, sometimes, you know, it's like that. He ends up here, of course, going to be Birdie for Mena. And, like, when I think about Mena's strength, it's, like, sort of his unwillingness to bend, right? Like, he just plays his style no matter what. He's so insistent that he's going to do the right thing. And because of that, he just walks you down and plays his style of game no matter what. And that's what I want to see here against ZJZ, a character who's going to be frustrating and keeping him out a lot of the match. Like, just see how insistent he is. Starts with the bullhorn, or the bullhead, and a little bit of punish. Not too much.
He started out that first game against Problem doing all of the things, and he's carried on as well.
Yep. No
real punish from ZJZ. He's given two big opportunities.
Yeah, but that's when Mena is the best, right? When he's like taking those risks on the bullhorn and stuff, he's so good. Early.
He won in Capcom Cup last year. Let's not pretend otherwise.
One orb left.
Drops the combo. No reset either. Takes the throw. He gets away.
Yeah.
He's going to activate. That's going to hurt.
Yeah. And ZJZ, you know, he's actually working on a second V-trigger. Didn't reach.
Out of range.
Yeah, second V-trigger almost there for ZJZ. And also the walk-up. Not enough.
Wow, that did chunks.
I like that he respected the wake-up Critical Art. No combo here. The bullhorn. As Mena can be, right? That's what you want to see, is that confidence. Taking those risks, making those reads.
Damn.
No punish bullhorn, but again, he's safe on it, right? There was not a punish from him, so of course he's just going to keep taking that risk. I like to see that from Mena. That's the play style he excels with.
It's in again with the EX bullhead.
Can out, punish.
That was way too high.
The regular throw. This is where you got to guess against Mena. Look for the combo a little too far and light the way. No combo.
Crazy. He went for that drill in front. Good awareness jumping out of that setup, though. It's one of the best answers.
Activates. There's no V reversal available. Got to guess.
Big headbutt. Doesn't quick
wake up. He reads it. And look at that. Mena game one.
He has seen this episode before. He knows what happens. DR boys in the front row making noise for their boy MenaRD.
And the thing about ZJZ is, I think we saw it yesterday during the LCQ, is very obvious when he played against Nakadias the first time, he didn't know the Blanca match.
Yeah.
Not familiar. And I wonder if that's the same kind of position.
I think he knew bits of it.
Little bits,
It was very interesting. He knew bits of it.
But he learned as he went.
Yeah, his orb use was very interesting. Like how he completely switched up when Blanca had V-Trigger and didn't.
Yeah. But that's the thing here, is that I wonder if it's the same kind of situation where he has to learn as he goes, right? Obviously, Evo champion, extremely strong player, very strong pedigree. But he's up against someone who's familiar as a Street Fighter player, right?
I don't know. I'm sure, like in the Asian region, you can't live in Asia and not have played 100 games against Trashbox.
Trashbox is Birdie.
Done, yeah.
Man, he's gone to the Dolphin Dive so many times now already. Space out. There's a punish.
Nice punish. Oh, that was a counter hit, so he got a reset.
Yeah, he went for a reversal bullhorn. Cross up. Nice block. And with the reset
Life
throw.
Lead. Oh, it still hits.
And he really wants that V-trigger activation. Went for it again.
Wow. Playing like a madman.
That's his play style. He has to take those risks. He has to be forward all the time. If he changes it up, he's not playing like himself, right? Like that's where he will struggle, I think.
That's true.
Anti-air is good from ZJZ. Counter sweep a little too far. That's like the max distance. That one will be a punish. That range is very important. A little difference between the spacing will get you punished or not. Dash up. He was ready for it. Yeah, this range is proving
nice. I like the use of the forward fierce there, the armor. Definitely a good answer to the Menat fierce punch.
Yeah. Armor on it, gets you in there, crush counter. But this is where Mena's got to find a chance to activate. There it is. And he can't get in there so far. A little bit of punish. He doesn't have V-trigger yet, so that's not too dangerous. EX. Uh-oh, this could be it.
As well. Dash up, command grab. What's it going to be after this? Another one.
And the jump out, full punish. ZJZ ready for it. And that's like, you live or die right there. If you jump and he does heavy kick and you get crush countered, like, it could just be out of control. But one apiece here, ZJZ with the adjustment. Played really kind of controlled on the ground, waited it out, was patient for all the reversals.
Trying to channel the energy from the crowd. As the voices raise in the front row, I can see the flags behind me. There they are.
The best part about that was Fudo walked up in the background like, what's happening?
What's going on here?
What's going on over here? Looks like they're locking in here.
He's thinking to himself, shall I do 3 command grabs in a row this time?
Or 4, maybe? Maybe I'll just do round ones. Who knows? Yeah, and that's the thing. You know, as good as Birdie is on the ground, he has great ground buttons. You know, Menat's Menat. What are you going to do, right?
Yeah.
She's such a strong character on the ground, so you have to force your way in there somehow.
I mean, for me, the great Menat players are the ones that are able to get themselves out of situations. Oh, look at that. He's actually put on the Capcom Cup costume. Unfortunately, we don't have his own account here, so he can get the shape up as well.
Yeah, exactly. Chain out early. Yep. A little punish on that. And yeah, you mentioned that earlier. The forward heavy punch has armor on it, so it's not a bad tool to try to get in through Menat's.
Yeah, was it -5 or 6? So she's not going to get anything significant at that range.
Yeah, I mean, in general, her punishes are not too great, unless she has V-trigger or a lot of meter, or the orbs behind you. V-trigger available.
As many cross counter fists as I would expect to see.
All right, the neutral jump. And the full combo completion here, orb out, that's going to do it. And, you know, ZJZ, there's something to be said here. Yesterday, the crowd was against him as well, right? Everybody was making noise, all the SoCal boys, everybody's making noise out there. And it didn't affect him, it didn't phase him. He's
I mean, as a Menat player, you surely have to be used to that, right? Unless your name's Sako, because, like, everyone wants to see Menat lose, surely.
A lot of people.
Gets the one bar punish, spends it himself on another dash-up command grab. Gets nothing but air. Time he goes for the hard kick.
Yeah, looks for the jump.
For a backdash or a jump out.
That's standing medium punch. Oh, this is big. Knockdown, and you're close to Birdie, so you have to guess, but jump out. And the cancel. Activates the V-trigger 2.
Okay.
EX, yeah, you can interact with the items a little bit, and you kind of make your far fierce a better poke.
Yeah, but like you're putting it...
Yeah, pulls her in, goes for the low chain after. Oki setup.
Minus though. Okay.
EX, not enough to kill. Overhead. Gets stuffed.
No
full meter
way.
2. This is huge for ZJZ.
Yeah, he should get the kill.
Keep it simple. Doesn't go for anything fancy.
Do it now, man. There we go.
As easy as he can. ZJZ keeps it nice and safe.
It is like one of the lowest damaging supers in the game, though, right?
Yeah.
It's like 300, I think.
But thankfully, there's always 45 hits beforehand.
Absolutely. So you just have to make sure that you, as long as you know that spot on the stun gauge that you have to get to for the guaranteed kill, just work your way to that.
Yeah, and then cash out immediately, right? Don't go too fancy.
Absolutely.
Unless you're Sako, you're not going to hit the combo.
I do like 5 side switches, dash unders, all of that. That was definitely poorly spaced.
Yeah, a little close on the... So he walked in deep to try to catch Menat walking back. Yeah, and I think the thing is, even for stuff like that, her punish is not very big, right? Yeah, even if she gets something, it's like, all right, not very much. The sweep on the counter sweep.
So he can afford to take a lot of risk. I really like ZJZ's mixing up his defense really well, because the times where Menat is going for that standing hard kick, he's just blocking. The times he is going for the command grab, he's jumping out. It's one of those ones where he just hasn't got a read on the patterns.
Yeah. Reset here, cross up.
Oh, no, that time he's not able to get out of that.
Last orb here. He's going to spend it to dash up after. And the reset. He's got the orb there for the recall. Or the explosion, actually, because it was above him. Soul throw. ZJZ set point here.
And look at all that meter as well. He didn't have to spend.
Yeah, the DEX dive. And the command throw after Menat with some offense.
Finally going in Menat's favor. Oh!
Reversal crouching fierce, but the EX anyway. Oh, missed the meaty. Armor.
Yes, everything is going Menat's way right now in this round.
The jump back. And this is where it starts, though. She can run some offense with these orbs, a few guesses, and the backdash from Menat. Yeah, it's a very comfortable lead that he's sitting on here, but he's still going to have to find a way to close it out.
V-trigger gone, and he's going to clip her with the EX bullhead.
That's a surprise move, right? It's like the EX ball wrong straight, the EX Urian tackle. Yeah, those moves they just catch you off guard in the neutral. They're so fast. Counter hit there actually after the whip fierce punish. It's big. He was holding bullhorn too. Got the meaty combo.
Yes!
Again.
Finally, he goes for the meaty standing light kick, and everything is coming up.
Reset. ZJZ ready for the reset.
He was holding up that whole time. He must have been.
Yeah, missed the combo though. Menat with the jump back in the corner. Orb is behind. It's gonna come back.
Oh, he gets the punish from the orb.
Nothing too big though. She's got a lot of meter. Orb release the jab.
Real, and he closes it out with a low jab.
2 apiece there. Menat with the adjustment, right?
Yeah, I like keeping it tight with the standing light kick jab.
Yeah.
Just to stop any type of walkout, backdash, jump out, stay there.
Yeah, and you can see him just become real comfortable, right? Like kind of find his time to go in, make the mix-ups happen. And ZJZ, he had a good read on defense until finally, like 3 or 4 times in a row, Menat's like, I know what you want to do. I know you want to jump. I know you want to backdash.
Still
and he kept
jump,
meeting.
though.
Yeah, yeah, at the end,
Still
right?
holding up forward. So it's 2-2. We're going to our final game. Oh, the command grab lands. I can hear noise behind me from the Dominicans every time he lands those command grabs.
The EX.
Oh, the EX full revenger.
No reaction. Goes for that crouching fierce. And
yeah, he was looking for a jump then. It didn't come.
We haven't seen a punish on Bullhead in a while, so I think he's just committing.
Oh, the instant drill, but that doesn't really hurt at all. The throw gets out of the corner. No punish. And
now, yeah, if you're Menat, you see like, all right, he's not going to punish these things. I'll just, commit over and over and over. What are you going to do about it? Bullhead again.
Nothing.
Yeah, I mean,
the tiniest amount of gray, exactly. It's not even chip.
Yeah. As for Menat, he's just getting chip, right? Like, he's just chilling. EX, got to punish. Just a little punish and the counter sweep. Menat has realized, right? Like, all of these situations don't matter. If he's not going to punish, if he's not going to take his opportunity, then get what you can. It's an important part about this matchup. All right, gets crushed out of there, ZJZ.
Well, that's only like the 3rd crush counter fierce I've seen in this set. And normally, Menat sets are peppered with crush counter fierces, but he's just not been able to use that to effectively zone at that range. He's been a lot more sort of like orb focused.
Yeah, I think that sort of cost him some damage, right? Like the fierce is such a great button, blocks the can, there's a challenge.
It's probably cost him like a couple of V-triggers around as well.
Just a little down jab punish. There's the interrupt, though. The chain to bring her back in for the Oki.
Oh, just walks out again.
All right, we'll see if he hits the combo this time. Keeps it a little easier with the slide instead of the jump.
Spend bar.
Just sets up the orb for the Oki instead.
And the throw.
Yeah,
that was a horrible situation.
Yeah, stand medium punch plus anyway, right? A combo and a crouching light kick. It's a good button to just sandwich you between the orb.
Yeah.
Final round here between these two. Making noise for Menat as he sets out the can.
Final round here. Doesn't get that into the next orb release.
Yeah, it was not quite close enough at like max distance. Crouching jab, it doesn't always work. Gets in behind the can. Man, if you had critical art, that would have been a setup after. Challenge after the can. He's got to respect the orb behind him. The dive. Ooh. This is huge.
Dash up, and the command grab lands. Hard kick in the corner. Stay there with the light kick. One more guess for the round.
He's been jumping so much. The medium punch. This is huge for ZJZ. The reset.
Gets hit, but he doesn't get the conversion off the fuzzy.
Oh, no. Punish. It's going to be big. The orb didn't get the combo he was looking for. The throw. ZJZ with a lot of meter. The jump jab.
To air.
This is big. Menat's close to Disney. The
he does the super and it hits. And that's going to be it.
Menat over ZJZ.
How poetic is that ZJZ gets eliminated by a wake-up critical art? The entirety of Southern California is celebrating that alongside DR. Wow. And really, I mean, that's all come down to the lack of punishes, I think.
Yep.
On all of those crazy things that Menat was throwing out.
Yeah, and as soon as he saw that, there was like, oh, you're not going to punish me for this? Yeah. All right, just do it over and over.
I mean, in winner's bracket, when he was playing problem, every time he went for a command grab that whiffed, he's eating like 250 into Oki.
Yeah.
There, it's like, oh, with a command grab, oh, you've backdashed and hit me with a medium punch.
Yeah, I took like 60 damage or whatever, like a down jab, right? Like, it's like who cares, right? Like that damage is so little, it hardly even matters, right? It hardly even hurts. And so for that reason, like he's just willing to commit, just headbutt all the time, just like do all these mixes, and then his punish is like jab.
Get in by any means necessary, and the risk reward was just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And in the end there, the critical art to close it out.
That was perfect, right? It was like perfect.
Perfect poetry.
It's how ZJZ came into this tournament. It's how he'll exit the tournament. Goes 0-2. And I think he was one of the...
circle of life.
he was one of the players that could have busted the bracket. He could have been a dangerous man in that bracket, but instead he goes out of the tournament 0-2.
A lot of people are like not aware of his pedigree as well. He got top 8 at Japan Cup, I think it was.
Yeah, and he double eliminated Problem. That was like one of the big. That was why his like trajectory. If he beat Phenom or something, and then he had to play Problem, it was like, oh, who knows what's gonna happen in